Hi everyone, welcome back to DIY with Felice. Today I'm going to be showing you my gel routine. I'm not a nail technician. I also don't claim for this to be easy or fast. This is what works for me, and I do get quite a few compliments on my nails. So this is what my nails look like. This manicure lasts me about 3 to 4 weeks. If you're in a profession that wears gloves, that the longevity is just going to be much shorter with all the moisture in the gloves. Today I used the CND Shellac Cake Pop color, and I also show you my melodysusie UV LED, UV nail lamp. I've been meaning to upgrade to LED and I just have not had the chance, so all the products I use today are going to be linked down in the description box below. If you want to see a shorter video of this tutorial, you can find it on my TikTok, which you can access on my YouTube profile. As always, if you do enjoy this tutorial, please consider subscribing, turning on those notifications, and maybe leaving a comment below. I always like hearing from you. Let's go ahead and get started. So here are my Holy Grail nail products. 91% or higher isopropyl alcohol, a small makeup brush to clean up, gelish pH bond, nail base gel, Couture veneer top coat, any gel polish. Today I'm using CND Shellac Cake Pop, as well as my melodysusie UV lamp. You can use LED as well, as long as your gel polish supports it. These two products I saw my local nail salon using, and my manicures from them lasted 4 to 5 weeks, so I needed to get them. You can find all these products in the description box below. However, CND is technically deemed as professional use only, so it's hard to get without it being too pricey, so I'll list the places that I get it. You can use OPI, is a great brand, and Red Carpet I've gotten at Ulta before. However, I do not recommend this brand, unfortunately. They're like one of the top listings when you search gel polish on Amazon, and I thought the colors were so cute and it came in a set, but when I used it, it was just so thin and so streaky, and it lasted barely a week for me before just chipping or just peeling at the sides. So unfortunately, I only use this for the gel nail art and not much else. So first we're going to start with gelish pH bond. This is extremely crucial and contributes to the longevity of your manicure, because what it does is it dehydrates and removes any excess oils from your nail bed. Even if you've washed it with soap, there's always going to be some natural oil. I've seen people use isopropyl alcohol as well, but this really just does the job. For today's tutorial, I'm just going to show you my thumb, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the rest of my nails off camera. I did forget to say that I do like to swipe the tips of my nails with the pH bond as well. Next, you're going to use a nail base gel, and you're going to use a very, very thin coat. So you're going to see that my technique today for applying every layer is that I like to swipe until there's nearly no polish on that bottom side, and then I swipe off the top side completely, and you're left with just like a little dab right there. Go ahead and place the little droplet close to your cuticle, push down a little, and then drag up. And I have a lot of excess on my brush, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe that on the edge of the bottle. And then make sure that you're not touching the sidewalls or your cuticle. That is the key to this gel manicure. I do see it's a little uneven on this side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off all the excess and just do a once over to even out the coat. And then I also like to cap the tip. There you go. So I went ahead and applied the base gel to all of my nails, and I'm going to go ahead and cure. Because I'm using a UV lamp, it's going to take 120 seconds. If you have LED, it is so much faster, which is why I need to start investing in it. I would recommend not placing your gel polishes directly in front of the UV light, because although your gel polishes are usually in an amber bottle to prevent all these rays that can cure it or harden it, it's just best not to do that because you wouldn't want to waste your money. I know this is a little bit of an investment initially, but to be honest, I saved a lot of money over the years doing my nails by myself instead of going to a salon. So I did forget to mention that you do want to start off with clean, groomed nails, and if you don't know how to do that or my routine, you can find it on my channel, or maybe I'll do one of those fancy cards that pop up on the YouTube video. Next, you're going to apply your gel polish. Make sure that you have shaken your polish beforehand to fully distribute all the ingredients in there. So the same technique I'm going to do is wipe almost all on the bottom side and then completely on the other side, and you're left with just a little bit. So you're gonna push close to the cuticle, push down, and then drag upwards. You're gonna notice that I use small strokes because it's easy to make a mistake, and this is how I try my best to prevent it. It's okay if your hands are shaky in the beginning or shaky at all, because we have a small makeup brush to go ahead and clean up our mistakes and tidy up our manicure. So notice I did a thin coat, and then I'm capping the tips. It is a-okay if it looks streaky in the beginning. The key is thin coats. I've learned my lesson because I used to do thicker coats and the manicure has lasted a week and it starts peeling on the edges and it's just not pretty. So thin coats is the key to longevity and just a nice manicure. So I've finished applying a coat to the rest of my nails, and you'll notice right here there's a little flooding at the cuticle. So you want to take your small makeup brush, this one's from e.l.f., and you'll just want to clean up. The reason why you want to clean it up is because once you cure it, it's going to start adhering to the skin and it's going to have a layer that connects the nail to the skin, and that's just going to affect the longevity of your manicure. I just dipped my makeup brush in some isopropyl alcohol. You can also use acetone. Go ahead and cure. Okay, it's all cured. I'm gonna go ahead and apply another coat. Again, you're gonna drag your brush almost all the way from the bottom and then swipe the entire top, so you're left with just a little bit. That's a little too much, so there we go. Then you're going to go ahead and place close to the cuticle, press down, and then go drag upwards. And the reason why you don't want to start directly at the cuticle is because if you do, sometimes that floods towards your cuticle, or there's like a bigger blob or glob of polish, and then it will not cure as evenly. So again, notice I'm doing very thin coats. Promise you in the end it will turn out great. And then I'm gonna cap my tips. I think I got a little bit right here, so I can also use my nail, and here we go. I've cured the second coat and it's still looking streaky and not quite opaque just yet, so I'm gonna apply another coat and cure. Alright, coat number 2 is applied. Remember to do your cleanup around your cuticles before curing. Alright, so I have applied 3 thin coats, and now I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with this Cuccio veneer. Same method. This top coat formula is so glossy, but it's also more thin and viscous than the other products. So I'm gonna do the same thing, drag almost all the way and all the way on top. Then make sure you apply a thin layer all on top of your nail bed. Cap the tips, make sure not to touch your cuticles, and if you do, do that cleanup. Smooth it out. I did get a little bit right here, so I'm going to just use my nail and swipe it off. And you can see it is glossy. I'm going to apply on the rest of my nails, and I'm going to cure and let you see the glossy finished product. Alright, so the final coat and the top coat cured, so glossy. And the final step is to take your isopropyl alcohol, and I did forget to mention this in the materials, but you need a lint-free cotton square, and the lint-free is because so you don't want the lint sticking on your manicure. You're going to go ahead and saturate this with some alcohol. And then you're just going to wipe the top layer. So that takes off the inhibition or the sticky layer. Then after this, I like to wash my hands because definitely don't want to be doing anything with alcohol all over your fingers. Remember, you need to use 91% or higher. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands, apply a little bit of that lemony flutter, and show you how it looks. Okay, just kidding. I'm not going to apply the lemony flutter because I did not want to dull out this glossiness. Here is the finished manicure, and if you're curious, this is holy grail stuff, lemony flutter. I like to apply it on my cuticles and feet right before bed. So that was my gel routine. I hope it gives you the confidence to try it on your own, or at least consider trying on your own. You got this. It took me a lot of time too, but you know what? It's worth a try, and I think that it's a lot of satisfaction doing your nails on your own. If you end up doing it on your own, go ahead and leave a comment on my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, send me a picture. I'd love to see how you did. And if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to learning more. If you like the tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, comment what you'd like to see next. I have tie-dye and wood burning tutorials in the works. So see you friends next time. Have a great day.